It was a typical day for Officer Davis and his canine partner, Max, in the quiet town of Pine Valley. Max, a highly trained German Shepherd, had been the force's go-to dog for all kinds of searches, from sniffing out drugs to locating missing persons. But nothing could have prepared them for what happened that afternoon. The sun was beginning to set, casting long shadows over the dense forest just outside town. Officer Davis and Max were called in for a routine search of a small mound in the woods, a place that locals had occasionally mentioned seemed a little off. They had no idea what they were about to uncover. Max, as usual, was calm and collected, his nose scanning the ground for any scent of interest. But as they approached the mound, Max's behavior suddenly changed. His ears perked up, and his eyes locked onto the small hill of dirt. Without warning, Max began barking loudly and nonstop. His barks echoed through the trees, and Officer Davis could tell this wasn't a usual alert. Max was focused, relentless, and clearly trying to tell him something. Officer Davis knelt down beside Max, trying to calm him, but the dog was having none of it. Max's barking grew more frantic, and he began pawing at the mound. That's when Officer Davis realized something was terribly wrong. He radioed for backup, and within minutes, more officers arrived with digging tools. As they began to dig into the mound, the ground shifted, revealing something buried beneath. At first, it looked like a bundle, but as they cleared more dirt, the officers couldn't believe their eyes. Max's barking grew louder, as if urging them to hurry. The anticipation was thick in the air. Officer Davis and his team worked quickly, knowing they were about to uncover something important. But none of them could have predicted what would come next. Hidden beneath the surface was a small wooden chest, weathered but intact. Officer Davis carefully opened it, and inside were items that would leave anyone speechless. Among the contents were stacks of old, dusty money documents, and something even more shocking, a collection of rare, stolen artifacts. It turned out the mound wasn't just a random hill. It was a secret hiding spot for a decades-old theft ring that had been operating under the radar. The stolen items were worth millions, and the discovery stunned the entire town. Max's persistence had cracked a case that had baffled authorities for years. The canine had done what no human could, proving once again that dogs, especially those like Max, have an extraordinary ability to uncover the truth. Thanks to Max, the mystery of the mound was solved, and the stolen treasures were returned to their rightful owners. The town of Pine Valley would never be the same, and neither would Officer Davis, who realized just how lucky he was to have a partner like Max.